Hello, hello, good morning. If you are actually watching from YouTube, welcome. The link to my group and the order form is actually right in the description of the video. So I'm just going to get set up. We're not going to have any selling during this live. This is literally all about our autism awareness, LuLaRoe tank top and legging drive. And we're also going to talk a little bit about our experience with autism with our son Dante. Okay, so I'm actually going to pull up the video really quick here, and then I'm going to show a video from last year of Dante. This is our third annual legging drive. We have added tank tops this year, but I'm going to show a video while I get everything set up and shared. So this is from last year. So let me turn off my microphone here. Okay. Sorry, I get that a little blurry. I ripped that off. Come on. There we go. So that was Dante. That was our video. Sorry, guys. That was our video after last year's drive. This is our 3rd annual drive. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for joining me live. If you are watching the replay, thank you also for tuning in. So as you can see, we added to our drive this year custom tank tops. They are LuLaRoe tank tops with a custom print that says every piece is so good. So if you are in the group, you totally understand the so good. If you're not, it still works because every piece is so good. So I'm going to start off. I made some notes here with our experience with autism with Dante. This is Dante behind me. Most of you know him. If you don't, he's going to be 7 in May. This is an older picture, but it's super cute, and I use it every year, and I love it. I think he was like 4 in this picture, but he's going to be 7 in May, and he was born 2012. Totally fine. Everything was, hi guys, everything was normal with the delivery, pregnancy. He was like 6'4", 19 inches, no complications, nothing, you know, like it was a normal delivery. He developed as expected. You know, he sat up when he was supposed to sit up. He smiled when he was supposed to smile. He was babbling when he was supposed to be babbling. He was walking, crawling, eating, sleeping. I mean, everything. Like textbook, perfect kid, perfect baby. He was always very happy. He was always smiling at you, making tons of eye contact. And right around his 18-month checkup, we went in and they do that checklist that you have to do where it's like, how many words are they saying? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? And that's when we, thanks Julie, thanks guys. And that's when we are, you know, we were going through the checklist and I'm like, wow, he's not doing this, he's not doing this, he's not doing this. We didn't think anything of it. He was our first child. So we kind of just thought maybe he was just a little bit delayed. So we went in for the 18-month checkup and the pediatrician was like, I think we should put him in speech therapy. And I was like, what? I'm in speech therapy. So he was in speech therapy and that was when, oh no, you guys are frozen. Okay, I think it's back. I don't know why it did that. Sorry. There might be like a little piece cut out. Are we back? Back. So, I think we're back. So he was in speech therapy and he wasn't really like improving. He wasn't really like doing much of anything. There we go. So they started requesting more evaluations and more evaluations and more evaluations and more evaluations. So now he's, thanks guys, he is like 20 months old and they're putting him in like OT, PT, speech therapy, and then they also had him in teacher services, which basically tried to teach him how to play like with other kids. So after that, he was about 2.5 and the in-home just wasn't working at all. So I asked to put him in a program. I asked him to put him in a program. So now at this point, going back to work for me was like, not going to happen because I had to drive him to therapy a couple times a week. It was for only 2.5 hours, so I really couldn't like do much in between that time other than like drop him off, do some errands, and come back. So everything was kind of like revolving around that. In the meantime, I got pregnant for Juliana. So I'm pregnant for Juliana, and Dante is about 2.5. So after that, let's see. I made the huge mistake of starting to like listen to other people's stories. Like, oh, I have a friend who has a child who was on the spectrum and they didn't do this until they were this age, and you know, they didn't talk until they just woke up one day at 3 and started talking. So then I kind of started like grasping onto those like straws of like hope. Like, okay, he's 2.5, he's not talking yet, but I hear all these other stories of kids that just wake up one day and start talking, so maybe he's fine. I just kept like brushing it off. So around 3, they do the standard, evaluation, 5-hour evaluation for him, and it was terrible. We went to Margaret Williams in Syracuse, New York, and it just was like the worst experience ever for us. They had like 2 kids at the same time that they were evaluating, so like some of Dante's reports were like from the other child, and it was a nightmare. But after we had that, the doctor came in after the 5-hour evaluation. I was pregnant for Juliana, and this is literally how he said it to me. He sat us down and he was like, I am so sorry. This is the worst possible news you could get, but your son has autism. And I was like, okay, 1, it's not the worst possible news I could ever get because he's a happy and a healthy child. And 2, like, who delivers a diagnosis like that? Like, he literally made it sound like it was a death sentence. Like, that was it. So I still really knew nothing about autism at the time, and I was like freaking out. I was crying the whole car ride. I was like, oh my God, this is it. His life is over. Like, he's never going to do anything. And I was terrified. Like, the way that he said it, he literally made it sound like it was the end of the world for us and for Dante. So then I start now doing research and like constant like YouTube videos of different therapies and like watching other kids and all this stuff, trying to figure out what this diagnosis meant, because we really didn't know anything about it, and we really didn't know what programs were out there or if there was anything out there at all. Like, we're thinking like, what's going to happen when we're gone? Is he just going to be left alone? Like, it just was. And for those of you that are in this boat, totally understand that feeling of what's going to happen. Like what now? What do we do? What's his future? What's their future going to look like? So after that happened, he was 3, so he transitioned out of early intervention and into the school district. At that point, we had no guidance, like nothing. He was floating in the system from 3 to 4. He did go to Main Street, which was in North Syracuse in New York, but he only went like 5 days a week, half days, and that's it. Like, we didn't do anything else because we didn't know there was anything else out there available for him. So once he was about to turn 4, they told us at Main Street that they couldn't support him anymore, and he needed to go somewhere else. And I'm like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I thought he was doing great. Like, he would go, like, he knew the routine. He would go into the classroom, hang up his backpack, go and wash his hands and do all this stuff by himself. Yes, he wasn't talking yet. Still wasn't talking at all. But he was following directions a little bit better. Like, he didn't have any aggression issues. And I thought he was doing well, but apparently they thought otherwise. So they told us that we had to send him someplace else. So at that point, yes, Melanie, we were like, okay, like, what do we do now? So I just started like touring facilities that had full day support 5 days a week. We settled on Exploring Your World, which was amazing. I shouldn't even say settled, because we didn't settle. Like, we're super happy with them. They were just phenomenal. Exploring Your World is on Court Street in Syracuse, New York. They were just the best. I mean, literally the best. He was doing great. Still wasn't talking, but he was going to go into kindergarten, and we felt comfortable that he was going to do well because he was doing really, really well in this preschool program. So we're like, okay, this is great. Like, he's going to kindergarten, everything's going to be good. Kindergarten, not so much. The school district, and most of you know this because most of you have been following me during this entire process, they didn't want him blended. They wanted to put him into a BOCES program before he even went into kindergarten. So that's a whole nother story. But we advocated for him, and we fought and fought and fought, and we got him into kindergarten. So he did kindergarten, and then that was when we heard of OPWDD, Office of People with Developmental Disabilities, which we did not know about at all until that point. And that's how we found out that we could get him like a communication device and all these other programs that were available for kids with special needs outside of the school district, which was great. So we got him into that, which started helping. I started getting like a little bit more of support and all this stuff. Meanwhile, too, I am still not working. everything revolved around Dante, like everything, which is fine. He's my child, but it was like, I started to feel like, do I have more of a purpose in this world than just constantly focusing on these therapies? And I started to feel like I lost who I was, like, as a person. Even though I was his mom and I, had Juliana now, I just still felt like my whole day and my whole world always revolved around the fact that I had a child with special needs. Like, that's all anybody ever saw. I felt like whenever I told people I had a child with special needs, which was not very often, I still had family that didn't even know up to this point that he was autistic, because we would keep him home. They would, like, feel sorry for me, like, make me feel like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, which, added to the anxiety and the stress of already having a child with special needs. So now he's 4.5. Let's fast forward. He's 4, still not talking. And I start shopping LuLaRoe, like, just a little bit, like leggings, like nothing crazy. I just start kind of shopping LuLaRoe on the side. And in the meantime, we get him tubes for his ears because he started having like 11 ear infections in like a couple months. So they found out he had all this blockage. So we're like, okay, well, maybe this is affecting his speech therapy. And the ENT agreed. So we fought for a referral for that, got his tubes in. So that night after we got his tubes in, it was like, I think it was July or August, and he turned 4 like that May. So he was like just over 4 years old. And we get home. This is always where I like lose it, you guys. Get your tissues ready. I'm gonna get mine ready because I can already feel it. So we got home that night. Look at, I have a roll of toilet paper. We got home that night. Man, you guys, I've told this story like a million times now, and I don't know why I still cry every time. We got home that night. I tucked him in like I normally do. Read him a book. Didn't think that there was going to be any difference, really, because he was still acting, for the most part, the same. Told him I loved him like I normally would, gave him a kiss. And he looked up at me and said, I know, Rebecca. He said, I love Mommy. And that was literally the first time he had ever said anything. He never said Mama, Dada, like nothing. And he said, I love Mommy. And I was like blown away. I could not believe that he said that. Like, it just showed me that he totally understood and knew everything that was going on in his head, and he just couldn't verbalize it out. So when he said that, I was like, oh my God, there's hope. There's hope that he's gonna talk someday. Ah, you guys. Ah. So that was the first moment that I felt like, okay, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He can do this. He can do this. I know it's in there. We just have to figure out how to get it out. And I never thought, because I was even told from some doctors that he might never ever tell us that he loved us. And that was really, really hard to hear. So when he said, I love Mommy, I didn't even know he knew that I was Mommy. Like, it was just the best moment and the best feeling of my life. So from that moment on, he's really, like, he at that point started repeating a lot. He was still only 4 and still wasn't really talking, but we knew that he could do it, like, and that just meant everything to us. Like, we knew he could do it. I know, Ashley, I need to stop cutting these onions while I'm live. So I started to feel like, okay, now I gotta do something more. I gotta do something more. Now, in the meantime, I'm in the queue for LuLaRoe while this happens. So this was in July of 2016. I'm in the queue. I get my call. I'm thinking, okay, now I can do this. I can do LuLaRoe, make a little bit of extra income on the side. That way I have a little bit of an escape where I feel like I'm, still working, but I can focus on Dante. I can focus on his therapies and focus on school, and really focus on him without feeling like I was home all the time and personally didn't feel like I had any other purpose. So LuLaRoe kind of was like my escape in the beginning, and it was just like something I was just going to do on the side. So I started selling, I think I got my inventory in like August or September of 2016. And I was just like, I only owned like leggings and an Irma like when I first started selling, but I loved it and I loved the clothes, so I figured, oh, this will be fun. Around October of that year, so 2016, I saw these leggings that I'm wearing. And I was like, oh my god. And mind you, nobody still knew about Dante, like, other than immediate family. We still didn't tell anybody that he was autistic. Like, we didn't bring him places. We hid him from family because we thought we were protecting him, which was the opposite. But we didn't want anyone to know yet. Not that we were ashamed, but we just didn't know. We just didn't know how people were going to react. If they were going to judge us, if they were, you know, what the theories out there were about whether it being my fault that he was autistic. So I just didn't want to tell anybody yet. So when I saw the leggings, I felt like I could open up to my group because it's a closed group, and a lot of you guys were even with me at this time. And I started searching for these leggings, like live sale after live sale. I was on this one live sale one night, literally for 2.5 hours, lost out. So I've been where all of you guys have been with like unicorn prints and things like that. I lost out. I was so upset because I just wanted the leggings. Like, I just wanted them so bad. So I was telling a really good friend of mine about it, and I'm like, yeah, I can't find these leggings. Like, I'm so frustrated. I want them so bad. So she went and got together with her husband and her sister and her husband's friend without me knowing, and they went on this like hunt to find these leggings for me. And I had no idea they did it. One night they called me over and they surprised me with them, and I was like blown away. I mean, I couldn't believe that even some people that didn't even know me were hunting for these leggings for me. And it really showed me that there was so much more to LuLaRoe at that time than just clothes. It was that moment that it was like, oh my god, this is like a community, a family. I mean, these people literally, other than my friends, the people that they had hunting us, I didn't even know me at all, and they were still looking for these leggings for me. They found them in like a day because they hunted and hunted and hunted and paid an arm and a leg for some ridiculous outfit just to get me these leggings. And I was like, oh my god, this is it. Like, this is my calling. Like, this is what I want to do, because the feeling that I had when I received these, even though they were just a pair of leggings as a gift, was so much more than, oh, here's a pair of leggings. It made me feel like this was literally a community of passionate, loving, caring women and men. And that's all I wanted to be a part of. So at that moment when I got the leggings, for the first time ever, I shared my story about Dante in my group. And some of you are still with me from way back in 2016 when I did this. And that was the first time ever, Becca, love you. That was the first time ever that I went public at all about Dante being autistic. And it was literally to my group, like to you guys. Because that was where I felt safe. That was where I felt comfortable. That was where I felt at home. Like, you guys were literally my best friends. So I shared the story in October about the leggings, and the private messages I received, the outpour of support was overwhelming. I couldn't even believe how many people were in my group that were affected by autism alongside with me. I got so much information about services that were available and just support that I would have never gotten if it wasn't for this group. Like, I know it sounds cliche, but it's so true. If it wasn't for this group. Oh my god, Melanie, I love you! So, so now I'm in the group. I'm like feeling more comfortable and open and confident about Dante, about my life, where I was going, what I was doing. I wanted to be able to give that feeling that I got when I got these leggings to other people. So that was where like LuLaRoe totally changed, completely changed my life, and it was because of everybody that was in the group and that has supported me and followed me and helped me during all these years of going through this struggle. So first, I just want to say thank you to everybody for doing that, because I really don't think I would be the mom I am to Dante if it wasn't for the support that I got from you guys. Seriously, it's been like amazing. Amazing. So after that, I came out and told my family, like extended family. I started posting about it on Facebook, like openly. People were like, family, they were literally messaging me like, oh my God, we had no idea. Now Dante's like 4.5 and they had no clue, literally no clue. So what I wanted to do come that first April, which was 2017, is I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to give back to the kids on the spectrum, and that's where I came across the CNY ASA, which was the Central New York Autism Society of America. And that's when we did our first legging drive ever, which is 2017. And because Dante really loves his leggings. I mean, loves his leggings. Thank you guys. Oh my God, you're amazing. I love you guys so much. Aw, thanks, Bobby. I can't read your comments. Your comments make me cry. So our first drive, I had to write all this stuff down. Our first drive, we donated over 140 pairs of leggings, which was amazing. I mean, amazing. Over 140 pairs of leggings for kids. We donated the first year. And then the second year, which was last year, 2018, we donated over 180 pairs of leggings. So this year, what I decided to do, same thing, we have you still have the option for the normal legging drive. So what it is every pair of leggings that you purchase, whether it be adult, kid size, whatever, you can order any size that I carry, which are all sizes. I will donate a pair of kid leggings to the CNY ASA. They do an autism walk at the end of April every year, and I will be handing them out to kids, families that are affected by autism, kids that are on the spectrum, at the walk. Last year it was really cold and rainy, so hopefully this year we've got some better weather. But then I added the tank top. So you can either do leggings or you can do both. You can do whatever you want. Custom tank top. Every piece is so good. It is going to be a LuLaRoe tank top. Pricing is regular, $25 for the tank top like normal. It says LuLaRoe Missy Schaefer on the back. LuLaRoe Missy Schaefer on the back. And then same thing. I will donate a pair of kid leggings for every item, whether it's a tank top, whether it's a pair of leggings. I will donate a pair. If you don't like the tank tops or you don't really like leggings but you still want to donate, you still want to participate, there's a spot on the order form for you to purchase a pair of kid leggings, and then I will match that donation. So kid leggings are now $12 and $14 depending on kids and tween. So they're like almost half the price of what they were last year, which is awesome. Awesome. And then same thing. Tanks. You can order as many as you want of tanks, leggings, whatever. I do have to have the tank tops custom made. So shipping's going to be a little bit later than it was last year because I do have to have them made. But I have them made locally here in Syracuse, so he can do them in like a day. So it's not anything crazy. But I should have them out hopefully like the second week of April. The drive is going to run from today through Monday, April 8th. The order form is right in the description of this video. So if you tap on my face, a description will pop up. And it says there's an order form right in there. All the details are right in the order form. Also keep in mind I have extra small tank tops. So some tween kiddos can actually wear the extra small tank. So if you want to order one for your little, your tween, you can do that. I would say extra small. Could probably do maybe like a size 10, 12. I don't know if I would go any smaller than that unless they want to wear it like as a night shirt. It might be a little bit oversized. So we have extra small to 3XL in the tank tops, all size leggings. The size chart, sizing, pricing, everything is right in the order form. I spent a boatload of time on that order form to make sure that everything was covered in the order form. Pickup will be available. I will just tag you if you pick up when everything's finished being made so you know when it's here. Yes, Katie. Thank you, Bobby Lynn. Oh my God, Melanie, I love you guys so much. Oh my God, Melissa Ian, thank you. You guys, I get so nervous. Thank you, Gretchen. I love you guys so much. I get more nervous for this live, and I've done this 3 times so far than I do for anything. Because it's really, really hard. Oh yeah, the leggings and the tanks will be mystery. The tanks will all be solid, but I do have to just order them from LuLaRoe. So the tanks are anywhere from black, white, pink, purples, blues. I'm just looking at my rack over there. Like watermelon pinks, raspberries. It just depends what, red. I get some red in. Just depends what comes in when I order. Like I said, they're all mystery because I just have to order them in bulk, and what comes is what comes. So the way it's going to work is you just order your size, and then the print will either be black if it's a light tank, or it'll be white if it's a dark tank. It just depends on, sorry, I think I'm blurry for a second. There you go. It just depends on what colors I get when they come in. So I have to go through them that way. So colors are mystery, leggings are mystery. There is a spot on there if I think I left it on there. If there's like a color you absolutely hate, I promise I will do my absolute best to stay away from it. No guarantees, but I promise I will try. I think that's it. I love you guys. I know, right, Melanie? I'm hoping it'll be warmer this year too. So I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure all the details, again, are in the description of the video. I'm going to post the replay. Oh, the checkout form, too, is public. So if you guys know anyone that you think would like a tank top or like to participate, you can just send them the checkout form. They don't have to be in the group or anything like that. I can still send them an invoice for an order. If you would like to share the video or share the order form, that would be great. I would like to get it out to as many people as possible, so we can donate as many leggings as we can again this year. So I'm super excited. Thank you, Caitlin. I know this is my favorite. I probably should get an updated one considering he's 7 now, but I just love this picture so much. I love you, Ashley. Thank you guys for tuning in live and being so understanding, so supportive, so sweet, so amazing. Literally the best group ever. If you are new to my group, welcome. This is seriously the best group. If anybody is watching that is experiencing what I did and is struggling at all or just needs to talk, literally private message me. I can't even tell you how many people are in this group that I've never met that are my best friends because we share that bond. And I have no problem being there for you guys like you have been there for me. So do not hesitate to message me, email me, whatever makes you comfortable. If you need to talk, I'm here because you guys were here for me when I needed you. And you're still here for me, and you will still be here for me because I know it's not over. This battle has just begun. So I'll post the replay. The replay should be in all of the events on the page if anybody hopped on late and would like to watch. Otherwise, order form, again, is right in the description of the video. The link to my group is also in the description if anybody would like to join. That's from outside the group. And I think that's it. Thanks, Bobby. Oh my God, Ashley. She can wear one of these. It's so cute. Yes, Melanie. Melanie has been amazing. Everybody in this group. I mean, even if you don't want to talk to me, there's people in this group that could help, that can support you. I mean, this group is the best. So, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to do an express video of items that were left over from last night once I get myself together and my thoughts back in order. I'll send invoices out in batches as we go. And I think that's it. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. And I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.